This week we covered chapters 8 and chapters 12. Chapter 8 went over special occasions, small group speaking, and work presentations. Chapter 8 covered the service learning section of the course. So section 8.1 covers special occasion speaking. With this is short but also effective. It's short and to the point, but it still gets the message across clearly. Wedding speeches, award acceptances, and eulogies are also examples of special occasions. These are usually something that's short but meaningful and heartfelt that gets to the point and really gets at the heartstrings of the audience. 8.2 covered small group speaking. So this is going to be something that's similar to groups work in high school. So if you had to do a presentation in class with a group that you were assigned by the teacher, this would be an example of a small group speaking situation. With this, you're going to need to decide who's speaking on what and who's going to speak when, so it's an organized and cohesive presentation. This is where the 4 C's would come in handy, which is communication, clarification, cooperation, and compromise. So 8.3 covered work presentations. So obviously this is something that you could utilize if you're in sales or if you're in the research part of the business that you work at. And when you do this, keep in mind that you do not do this on this will have a large impact on an audience as well. So this is going to be something that you're usually going to be speaking to your colleagues or your bosses that's going to have an impact on the business that you actually work at. So chapter 12 covered the service learning. So this is basically an extension of the class, which is 13 to 15 hours outside of the normal class that actually helps you get on-ground hours working with public speaking. So this is an outside opportunity outside of the class to actually better your understanding and ability to speak in public efficiently. So with that, one thing I didn't know was the 4 C's to public speaking. I thought that was interesting and something that I didn't actually know about. So obviously, there is always going to be a tie to the real world with things we learn in public speaking, and this was even used in part of Chapter 8 when it discussed the work presentations. Obviously, you use public speaking anyways, and we actually covered in this chapter how you would use them in the workplace. So with that, one section did cover the presentations, and along with that, obviously, you're going to need these tactics in public speaking in general because it's things that you may not think of as public speaking that still are. So with that, Chapter 8 covered special occasions, small group speaking, and work presentations, and Chapter 12 covered the service learning section of the course.